Gentlemen, boys and girls, gather round for stock market, crypto analysis. Anyways, you guys, time and date. I'm in Mexico. Hermosillo. Time and date. Stock that we're paying attention to first. 1 hour candle. So I told you guys that the next 4 to 8 hours was very important. One, because we just had a bad news. Had a bad news that Trump and Putin didn't get their agreement, or pretty much Trump didn't get his deal. Like you said, he's always known for. But when it comes to Trump, when it comes to Putin and China, it's not guaranteed. So as soon as I saw that he was gonna do this, I was like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. The market's not getting no good news from this. So since that happened, I knew that it was very crucial for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, especially for those three, especially for Bitcoin, because it was hanging on a weekly trend line. Ethereum was hanging above, and I'm gonna mark it down with the alarm. That way, I don't gotta go back and put all my mess, and you guys get all confused. So I go here, I go here, mark them off. So when I go to a small time frame for a candle, for example, you see. So either way, if we would have fallen down, we would have gone to that weekly, which now be support, and as the market then would open or getting close to open, it will either start breaking or just hold there and wait to see what happens with S&P 500 on Monday or Tuesday. And then from there, if it got bad news, stay in that lower region and start breaking. So that's why it's so important. So tomorrow I'm gonna go on and go over every data that we're getting released for the S&P pretty much. That then can affect crypto, because all this, even though data that comes out, for example, unemployment claims, all that shit, even though it has nothing to do with crypto, it affects crypto because it affects the market. If it affects S&P 500, it affects Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the fact that you have Ethereum holding in between the monthly all-time high and the prior monthly that we just closed in July is, actually no, that's is July. I know July, but this upper one is from the past. Let me take this shit off. I know you guys are gonna get confused with all this shit. It's from the past, from November 21st. So November 21st high and October 21st uh, monthly right here. So the fact that we're holding right here, and I'm surprised actually that it is maintaining this, especially after this bad news that Trump didn't get no deal. Regardless, I told you guys that the next 4 to 8 hours, Ethereum need to shoot above that red line. So Ethereum needs to shoot above that to still continue, confirm, or have that still bullish pressure. But again, this could be a trap because, as you can see right here, this is the area that we create two top, double top, and then we'll start coming down, and that'll be more easy to see because as a trader that you see him breaking this support or whatnot, you go to your 4 hour candle, maybe pretty sure you're gonna see something like that. Let me take my indicator off. No, not that good. No, not that good. Not that good. Oh, we had a 3 candle box right here. So yeah, we have 3 candle box. You box it up right here. The first one is normally it's a red, but the fact that it closed here and the second one closed there is giving you the first one the resistance, the second one the support. You box it up. Since daily, you pay attention to around 3:30 to see where it closes. and then you go to your 1 hour candle. So we close right here, still inside this box. This was still bullish. And anyways, trying to get perspective. I'm gonna take all the shit out for you guys. So right now we closed for a candle at 9 o'clock. Our next sweet time is gonna be we close at the next four candle 1 a.m. The 12 hour candle at 5. So by one, it still needs to be holding. Ethereum needs to be holding above 4,455. So then by one, if we're retracing on down, having this little push, by 1 to 3, it needs to recover and push up and close here by 5 or before 5. Otherwise, if by 3, especially 4, we're in this price, then that's gonna be the fake out where investors were waiting for this breakout for so long. They see this breakout here, they go in, they're profiting, but they think it's gonna go up, and even some are even taking trades right here for longs. So what they'll do, they go for trades right for long. 1 o'clock will come, they'll still be in this region. Um, 3 o'clock in the morning will come and start dropping down, and then as it comes to 5, either close right here at 5 or below this, and from 5 to 9, as we get close to the market actually opening, then you'll start actually seeing free and dropping, and you see Ethereum dropping, and from that you'll see Bitcoin dropping, you see XRP dropping on down. So that's why this right here is very important. From from 9 to 1 o'clock, it's important to hold that section where you mentioned. Otherwise, it's gonna be a fake out, and it's gonna come back down, and it's gonna yeah. Then I'm gonna go now to Bitcoin. See, Bitcoin is coming out too, following Ethereum. Let me go down from the and I mentioned on the weekly wise for Bitcoin. Again, this is Bitcoin, and we're checking the weekly. I mean daily, my bad, but we're actually checking the weekly. The weekly, and there's your time and day right now. So I told you guys that the fact that Bitcoin is holding above this price right here, which was your main resistance, I mean your main support, was bullish, but also very, very cautious, very important. These days are very important, especially where it was holding, because if it continued holding where it was holding, we were gonna drop. And this could also be another fake out for a drop. So because we didn't get no good again from president, so the market has nothing really to give it that push of we're gonna open higher type of thing. Anyways, you guys. Besides that, I mentioned how Bitcoin has been on this weekly trend line. And I'm gonna go back and show you, even though I showed my other video, I'm gonna take this shit off so it doesn't confuse you guys. So after this dip that we had right here, no, it was right here. There's one that's stretching out right here, and that's if Bitcoin does come down to those prices. But then there's one that's currently on right now. That's why you see this monthly. This is a monthly trend line. So if we ever do break this price right here, which is 95,000, this, and then it just so happens that the 50 Fibonacci is right there too, along next to that monthly trend line. If we ever do fall, that's gonna be a region where that's something to pay attention to. But anyways, this is the trend line that I mentioned that Bitcoin has been on, and it just so happened that it's daily wise is right underneath it, but it's now shooting above it. See, here's a 50 Fibonacci for the daily, and it's shooting above it. So I was telling you that guys earlier on the prior day, which was the Saturday candle. I was saying, look, pay attention on Saturday still, and we're still holding above that weekly trend line. Not just that, we're right underneath or right on the daily 50 Fibonacci, and not just that, which is also a 12 hour candle 50 Fibonacci that we're right underneath. So the fact that we're maintaining above the trend line, the fact that we're above this 12 hour candle 50, and right on a daily, and this is telling you right here, like, yo, it's gonna do it right now, or it's gonna get tired of being in the same area because that's how it works. You stay in the same area, especially towards the end of a weekend, you're gonna end up eventually dropping unless you do a move before Sunday. That's why I had to do it right now. Otherwise, if it stays in the same area, guys, I'm telling you right now, the market's gonna start dropping, or Bitcoin's gonna start dropping, and Ethereum. Let me go now to the 4 hour candle, 1 hour candle, and that's what you're seeing this right now. This little rally movement. I'm gonna put my indicator on and watch. Let's go through it. Monthly candle. Where's the main your main stop for the month, for the weekly? Doesn't mean if we fall down that it's gonna be your stop right here. It just tells you if the market does ever just drop in a weekly and hard, this is gonna be your stop right here. This thick green thing right here. And it goes along with the support area. Daily wise, it goes higher. So what it's telling you is as long as we maintain above this green thick line, especially if it's thicker, we're gonna keep on rallying. That's all it means. If we break it, it turns into a resistance and it starts telling you to sell. But as long as we maintain in this green little cushion thing, it's telling you that the market is gonna keep on going up. So the fact when the market fell, it's pretty much it was telling me, hey, this is your stopping area, and that's what it's doing. It's respecting it. As long as we respect this cushion right here, we're good also. So again, here's Bitcoin, 50 Fibonacci, and it's right underneath it trying to break it. Let me go. Let me see if I find any three candle box strategy. And also notice how my indicator is telling you, hey, this is your center, and it makes sense because you can see it. This is the key area for a breakup or go down. That's literally it right there, you guys. As I go down, this is a 12-hour candle. So as I go down, you're gonna see it changing either up or down. But notice how this is gonna tell you this is your center. This is an 8-hour candle. You see how it's changing now? Giving your stop loss, your targets. Even though I don't see it hitting none of these targets, see it hitting this, but not this. Especially in the next fucking 4 to 8 hour candles. I mean 4 to 8 hours. Again, entry targets, 4 hour candle, 3 hour candle, 2 hour candle. You get the fucking point. All right, so now we're gonna go to Ethereum. I really pretty much covered Ethereum. I was telling you guys that either we're gonna stay here above here uh, till 1. If we start breaking this at 1 and we're down here at 3, do expect the market to start doing it's a fake out, and you're gonna start seeing come down, and you're gonna see Bitcoin follow, you're gonna see XRP follow. Especially again, I just told you, XRP, same shit with the XRP. It's gonna follow Ethereum, and Ethereum's gonna follow, and Bitcoin's gonna follow Ethereum and whatnot. Because Ethereum is more flexible, smaller, so it moves it first, and it gives you the signs. And depending how hard it moves, it's giving you true signs. Otherwise, it's just fake out or whatnot. And what you really pay attention to is the 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 time, because look, in crypto, unlike the S&P 500, you pay attention to the candles and the time, right? Because the forward candle, if this forward candle doesn't break the support, it's gonna start going on down and so on. And of course, the thing that comes out that moves it. With crypto, there's so many good news every day that the market doesn't react to it. Why? Because it's so manipulated. So you can't really go off on data. You can't say, oh, tomorrow there's some data for crypto, or tomorrow there's some data for XRP, or I mean, you can, but it's not like on a weekly daily thing where once it comes out and it's good. For example, the Ripple thing lawsuit cleared out. You didn't see big XRP go to the $5, $7, right? It just moved a little bit or whatnot, because again, it's manipulated. So you can't really know how where the market's gonna move. But the only thing that can help you is knowing the structure of it and be able to dissect it. That way, you know where it's gonna move depending on the resistance, what candle it is a resistance on, or at least I can. My fucking weird brain works. It's weird. So what really helps me is just time. Time is what helped me to understand where this market is gonna go and how it's gonna react at a certain time. Besides that, you guys, I'm not trying to make this shit boring or nothing, but just want to point out that right now. This is Brian Seacrest signing out, folks.